Today we are taking a deep dive behind the scenes into the 2001 hit movie The Wedding Planner, directed by Adam Shankman, starring Jennifer Lopez and Matthew McConaughey. Behind every perfect wedding, there's a mastermind pulling the strings, and in San Francisco, that mastermind is Mary Fiore. She's a top-tier wedding planner with a reputation for perfection and a new, high-profile client, the wedding of internet mogul Fran Dinelli. It's her biggest gig yet, but fate has other plans. Enter Dr. Steve Edison, pediatrician, hero, and the last person Mary expected to meet. An enchanted evening together leaves her thinking she's finally found a reason to believe in love. Join us as we dive into the romance, the chaos, and the unexpected twists of The Wedding Planner, a story of love, laughter, and the wild ride of chasing your dreams. Director Adam Shankman shared that the title character was originally Armenian in the first iteration of the script, but international distributors told them that audiences wouldn't be interested. They agreed to her being Italian, however, and that's supposed to be Mary's background despite star Jennifer Lopez being of Puerto Rican descent. Matthew McConaughey was brought in as a last-minute replacement after Brendan Fraser exited about a month before filming was set to begin. Fraser had chosen to star in Bedazzled, a remake of the comedy about a deal with the devil, directed by Harold Ramis. Although Bedazzled didn't reach Groundhog Day status, it performed comparably to The Wedding Planner at the box office, earning $90.4 million against The Wedding Planner's $94.7 million. The last-minute change led to a brief panic. Adam drove to Matthew McConaughey's house and pleaded with him to join the project, and he did, Ellis shared with Entertainment Weekly in 2017. Jennifer Lopez, once a fly girl on In Living Color and later celebrated for her breakout role in Selena, as well as for her adventures in Anaconda and sizzling chemistry with George Clooney in Out of Sight, was eager to take on a romantic comedy, and this project caught her interest. They're pretty rare and tough to find, especially the good ones, Lopez explained during the press tour for The Wedding Planner, which premiered on January 26, 2001, just 3 days after her second album. J.Lo hit the shelves. When I read the script, I really liked it, so I made it known that I was interested. At the time, the 31-year-old actor said, "It's challenging to find romantic comedies that are both engaging and substantial but still light, funny, romantic, and heartfelt." When asked if she related to her character, Lopez admitted that while she wasn't exactly a workaholic or a control freak like Mary, she did consider herself a perfectionist. She also understood the struggle of balancing a demanding career with a personal life. Stay tuned to find out who the real-life couple was that dropped out of the film to play the part of Steve and Mary were. When McConaughey was first approached for the role opposite Lopez, he imagined his character being named Steve. So, they went with it. And yes, you can practically hear him suggesting it.
My name is Jeff.
In an interview with E! News back in 2001, McConaughey shared that it was his 5-minute meeting with Lopez that convinced him to take the role. After meeting director Adam Shankman at a Bennigan's in Tucson, Arizona, he drove to Las Vegas, where Lopez was, for their first encounter. There's a rhythm to romantic comedy. Within 5 minutes, we already had nicknames and were playfully nudging each other, he said with a grin. "I can't imagine doing a movie like this without liking my co-star. That would be tough, having to fake an attraction and warmth." When asked if he ever disliked a co-star, he laughed. "Every set experience has been unique, but all have been good and positive." Having just completed the intense World War II action film U-571, which he described as a heavy responsibility, life or death kind of project, McConaughey was ready for a lighter project. Several scenes were filmed in San Francisco's Golden Gate Park, particularly around the music concourse located between the former DeYoung Museum and the Old California Academy of Sciences, as well as in the Japanese Tea Garden and the Huntington Library and Gardens. The chapel at Stanford University served as the setting for the movie's first wedding ceremony. Bridget Wilson-Sampras, who starred in roles throughout the 1990s in movies like Higher Learning, Billy Madison, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and House on Haunted Hill, marked her last major studio film. She went on to appear in a few more projects, including Buying the Cow with Ryan Reynolds and Shopgirl alongside Claire Danes and Steve Martin, before her final on-screen credit in 2008. So, what has the actress who famously told Billy, "No milk will ever be our milk," been up to? In 2000, she married tennis legend Pete Sampras, adding his name to hers. After an early exit from the Australian Open the following year, Sampras attended the Wedding Planner premiere. He officially retired in 2002, following a victorious run at the US Open, and the couple, who keep their personal lives quite private, dedicated themselves to raising their 2 sons, Christian and Ryan. Before his breakout role on Grey's Anatomy, Justin Chambers, who began his career as a model, portrayed the love-stricken Massimo in The Wedding Planner. Since then, Chambers has appeared in numerous films, including The Zodiac, 2005, Southern Bells, 2005, Lakeview Terrace, 2008, and Broken City, 2013. In 2020, Chambers announced his departure from Grey's Anatomy, where he had portrayed Dr. Alex Karev for 15 years. In 2022, he returned to the screen in the Paramount Plus miniseries The Offer, playing Marlon Brando. Chambers married his wife, Keisha, a former booking agent, in 1993, and together they have 5 children. Lopez spent time with actual wedding planners to understand the details of their everyday routines. One planner, in particular, was fantastic, very organized, like Mary in so many ways, more so than anyone else I'd encountered. She had a very personal touch in everything she did, the actress shared with E! News. She also explained that being an effective wedding planner means almost playing the role of a therapist, for everyone involved. You're constantly resolving issues and helping people make peace because tensions can run high. Lopez may have been trained in dance, but they dedicated a lot of time to perfecting the ballroom scene, and it wasn't just because tango requires two. Even though I'm a dancer, with the lines and the emotional moments, that scene was challenging, Lopez told E! News. Her co-star agreed, combining dancing with dialogue wasn't simple. McConaughey, who knew his way around horseback riding, said if you've ridden before, you get back on, and after about an hour, it's like riding a bike. It still took lessons multiple times a week for 2 months to prepare. Judy Greer played the quintessential supportive best friend and coworker, Penny Nicholson, who tried her best to keep Mary focused and grounded despite Mary's attraction to Eddie. Following The Wedding Planner, Greer continued to embrace the best friend role in films like 13 Going on 30, 2004, 27 Dresses, 2008, and Love and Other Drugs, 2010. In addition to her film career, Greer has appeared in numerous TV series, including Misguided, Arrested Development, and Mad Love. She's also voiced characters on shows like Archer and Let's Go Luna. Greer married producer Dean E. Johnson in 2011 and is a stepmom to his 2 children. Lopez was so eager to be in the movie that she initially agreed to a salary below $1 million. However, it took Sony a couple of years to commit to director Adam Shankman's vision of having her in the leading role. By then, her rate had naturally increased. The studio made a big mistake. Shankman, who later directed films like A Walk to Remember, Hairspray, and Rock of Ages, told the Arizona Republic, they could have locked her in much earlier for way less. I warned them. Her album is about to drop, and she's going to blow up. If you wait, you're going to regret it. Sure enough, her album on the 6th was released, and everything changed. Lopez joked, the longer they waited, the more they'd have to pay.
Show me the money!
Then, clarifying her dedication, she added, honestly, money wasn't ever the main thing for me. Back then, just like now, I was motivated by my passion to act, sing, and grow as an artist. Those are the reasons I do this. Jennifer Lopez married her backup dancer Chris Judd in 2001, but they sadly divorced in 2003. Before Matthew McConaughey met the love of his life, Camila Alves in 2007, whom he is still married to today and has 3 kids with, he had fallen for fellow actress Sally Richardson, whom he met at an industry event. The truly unforgettable moment was, of course, the romantic kiss scene in the movie. Just yesterday, we were standing in the middle of that field with the outdoor theater. Do you remember filming that scene, right before you were about to kiss me? Lopez asked. And I recall you saying to me, I don't know if you remember this, you said, Miss Lopez, I'm going to kiss you now. And I thought, all right, let's do it. Let's kiss. That moment is so vivid to me. Honestly, this should be the norm.
All right.
Well, friends, it's time to reveal the original real-life couple that was considered to play Steve and Mary in the film. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr., who dropped out due to scheduling conflicts. Well, that's all for today, my friends. Comment below your favorite part of the film. Like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.